All right, everybody, Pilar Arias here with ya from the Fox News Now sets. I'm going to say hello again to everyone. And for those of you who happen to miss the NAS Pensacola shooting update, I just clipped it on YouTube. You can go back and watch it, share it as many times as you'd like. Again, I have been to that base, and it's absolutely sad to hear of the news impacting so many families, military and civilians across the U.S. So I just wanted to remind you all that that is available on our main YouTube page if you would like it. Meanwhile, I do have some top stories from across the country ready to go for you. I'm checking my audio now, making sure it's all up properly, and it's not. And it just so happens when you've got three different News Now hosts, I like to call us the News Now trio. We all have a different way of operating the show, and so we all got our different little preferences and quirks with the set. So I just wanted to make sure things are a-okay here. So I want to start with lighter news. On top of that, it is Furriday. Friday is when I like to bring you animal-related stories when they are available. So this first top story I have for you, it is an animal-related story. It is much more lighter news, and it's from right here in Arizona. Carmen Blackwell reporting on rescued baby bobcats, and you're going to watch it right here on Fox News Now.
A group of hikers came across a couple of baby bobcats while out on the trails in Maricopa County a few weeks ago. Their mother nowhere to be found.
People will find young ones like this and assume that they're maybe orphaned.
Before the hikers brought the bobcats to Southwest Wildlife, Kim Carr says she could tell the folks who took them in may have cared for them a little too long, something she says is a problem that happens too often.
People find kittens all the time and they'll think, oh, there's no mom in sight. Well, the mom is out hunting. She can't always take the kittens.
Because taking these wild cats into your home could affect their chances of surviving when taken back into the wild.
And we noticed that one is maybe a little bit more unafraid of people than the other one, so we're hoping that we can wild them up.
The baby bobcats are a couple of months old now, and Southwest Wildlife says they're perfectly healthy. But the Conservation Center's main concern is making sure the kittens are wild enough to be released back where they belong.
Once they've had all their vaccinations and they're ready to go outside, they'll go with a bobcat foster mom that'll kind of teach them to be wild.
In Scottsdale, Carmen Blackwell, Fox 10 News.
Adorable footage there. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to keep this shot for just a little bit until the package ends. Oh, all right, so cute. There's no place like home for the holidays, right? Here's a live look in New York City, Midtown Manhattan, just outside the Fox News headquarters. You see those giant ornaments? I wonder if they're the shatterproof kind. And the lights on the trees out there. You've also got a flag wavering in the wind. The reason I'm asking there's no place like home for the holidays is because this next top story is also one of those feel-good ones. It's about soldiers returning from deployment. Just happened to be at the right time of year.
It's a moment soldiers with the 181 Infantry have been waiting for nearly a year now. When they walk through the door at the Cambridge Armory back on U.S. soil, loved ones who have been missing them every day here at home couldn't contain their emotions.
It feels great to be home.
I can't wait to spend time with my son Lucas and my daughter Eva.
Their kids have grown up quite a bit during the 9-month deployment. When Hercules Lobo left on the mission, his daughter was just a month and a half.
She was almost 12 months. What is that like? It's great.
Others meeting their child for the first time.
That's an unreal feeling.
Mark Butler's baby girl was born right after he left. Holding her now at 9 months, he says he can't wait to get to know his daughter in person.
It's definitely hard, you know, but you kind of just got to tough through it, and I'm glad we just made it home.
When these soldiers left for deployment in East Africa, they really didn't know when they'd be coming back home. All of these soldiers and their families tell us this is the best early Christmas present they could ever ask for.
The fact that we're this early in December, this is just amazing to all of us.
So many things to catch up on, so many new memories to make together. These families say they won't take any of it for granted and are grateful beyond words to be together again. In Cambridge, Drew Caritas, Boston 25 News.
See, I do like to bring you all the happy, feel-good stories right here on Fox News Now when I get a chance to, and this is the perfect segue for me to once again thank all of you who have served or who are currently serving. Our men and women in uniform are our nation's finest, especially after all the incidences that have been happening on military installations lately. I just wanted to take a moment to once again say thank you for your service if you have served or are currently serving. All right, well, I know right here in the valley, Phoenix, Arizona is what I'm talking about. We just got our first indoor water park, and I was actually touting it the other day saying, hey, if it's hot outside and sunny, you can be indoors. If it's wintertime and somewhat cold, what we consider cold here in the valley, you can still enjoy the water park, right? Well, this next top story I have for you is about a year-round indoor ski and snowboarding park. How does this work? Let's find out together.
Every single day of the year, starting at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., you can hit the slopes in North America's first indoor ski slope. So I'm going to stop for a second so you guys can hear me. This is at Big Snow at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. If you want to hit the slopes, you can come for just 2 hours. You buy the tickets on advance. It's $29.99 online or $34.99 if you come to the venue. You have to rent ski equipment. And as you can see, there are some skiers around me. One side of the mountain's a little bit harder. There's a little bit of a bunny hill for those beginner skiers and a ski park for all those boarders that have joined. But this is the first official one. They actually opened on Thursday, but overall this has been in the works for 15 years. An anecdotal story is that the ski slope, or the chairlift I should say, has been here for 15 years. They make fresh snow every single evening. They keep the temperature at 38 degrees every single day. And the best thing is, it's the one of a kind. It's the only one in North America that has an indoor ski slope. We've never seen anything like it. All those avid skiers that can't get out, you can just take a bus from New York City straight here. They're dumping snow every single day at Big Snow, and eventually the American Dream Mall will open, but this has been open for over 48 hours, and it is a hit with the locals over here. I know, I'm definitely enjoying myself. In New Jersey, at the Big Snow, Christina Parts-Novelis, Fox News.
Okay, a couple things I like about that. One, I stink at snowboarding. I've tried twice, did the bunny hill, didn't really learn very well, did a easy run my first time around that I attempted to go snowboarding at Sunrise, did awfully, hit and fell, hit my head and fell quite a few times, as you can tell since I can't talk. And then I went to Snowbowl. Or no, excuse me, I visited Sunrise a second time, and I did an easy run. I successfully completed it, and then my friends attempted to take me to a medium level difficulty run, and as soon as they took me up the mountain, it did not go well. I kind of had a mini panic attack, so to speak, and took the easy route down. And then I have been to Snowbowl. That's where my little bit of memory confusion came in. I had to jog my memory, and that was one of those times where I was there with friends who were snowboarding, and I just sat at the lodge all day and stayed nice and warm. But I do like the fact that that park, constant 38 degrees. That's one of the hardest things about snowboarding, right? For one, you've got to get on the lifts, which is much, much colder than being on the mountain. And for two, like you can get, what's it called? Not dry burn, not razor burn. What's the? I can't think of when the wind, like, is it wind burn when the wind hits your face and you got to have like mask when you're skiing and snowboarding to kind of prevent that? Yeah. For those of you who are very avid skiers and snowboarders, please help me out here with the terminology. All right, we are taking a live look right here, Phoenix, Arizona. Normally the Valley of the Sun. It's been the Valley of Clouds for the last couple days. I'm going to head on over to our website. It looks like it's currently 67 degrees. We're supposed to get a high of 71 degrees today. This weekend, pretty much picture perfect. 71 tomorrow, 68 on Sunday. If you'd like to do some hiking, a perfect time to get outside and do so. Perhaps do some biking, hiking, just spending some time with family and friends as everyone's gearing up for the busy holiday rush and season. A lot of people already in full holiday mode, doing some shopping and the like, but don't forget to squeeze some time in for your loved ones as well. All right, the reason I'm bringing you back here to Arizona is because I believe these two next top stories I have for you, that's right, I had to just double check, are both right here in Arizona. This first one is about a medicine man and psychic aiding in finding the missing 6-year-old girl, story we've been covering extensively here at Fox News Now.
This wide expanse of wilderness is the basic search area. Dozens of law enforcement and volunteers on land, on water, and in the air. So many there are volunteers helping other volunteers.
And if they can come out here and volunteer all these hours, I could sure as heck come out here and bring them water and food.
Recovery crews are using the latest technology like drones and now sonar equipment. but others are employing a more ancient approach. A Native American medicine man teaming up with a psychic medium, both staring into clear crystals looking for clues, directing others where to search.
Right where they're at right now. Can you see them now? It's breaking my heart. And so I'm hoping we can find her today and bring her home.
As the crow flies, we're about a couple of miles downstream from where the truck got stuck. As you can see, this is a swampy area filled with muddy water and tree limbs. Finding Willa down here is like finding a needle in a haystack. Willa Rawlings was with 9 family members who tried to cross a flooded Tonto Creek on Friday in a large military-style truck. 6 family members were rescued, including Willa's parents. But the bodies of her brother and cousin, both 5 years old, were recovered over the weekend. And now, 7 days later, a 6-year-old girl is still missing somewhere out there.
I lost a granddaughter, and I can tell you that anyone that's lost a child, it's got to be traumatic, regardless of the situation.
All right, the search continues for 6-year-old Willa Rawlings. We're taking a live look at our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and it looks like a gloomy winter day, but we are not quite in winter just yet. A lot of people think once the calendar hits December that it's winter, and it's really not. It's still fall. Matter of fact, I don't believe the first day of winter is until like December 22nd this year. It's normally right before Christmas, and I was really close, December 21st. Thank goodness I can look things up at the computer right in front of me. All right, this next top story also right here in Arizona. I believe it's Nicole Garcia reporting on an incomplete cross-border tunnel found. Let's get the details.
U.S. Border Patrol agents and Mexican authorities discovered this tunnel Wednesday during a routine binational tunnel sweep. The entrance was concealed in the floor of a drainage system, covered with dirt and a concrete styrofoam mixture.
These tunnels are very crude. They're all hand dug. There's minimal shoring. The air quality is very low. When that tunnel team went into this tunnel, they realized that the air quality was so low, it was too much of a dangerous situation, and they actually had to back out of that tunnel.
The tunnel is about 3 feet wide and 4 feet tall. Agents say if it had been completed, the exit would have popped up in an urban residential area of Nogales. No drugs, people, or other contraband were discovered. This is the 4th tunnel discovered within a 2-mile area west of the DeConcini border crossing in downtown Nogales. All were incomplete, ranging from 17 feet to 50 feet long. Authorities say cartels would have likely used the tunnels to traffic drugs across the border.
It's forcing these cartels to go a subterranean route. For them, this is a last-ditch effort. This costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. So for the Border Patrol, when we find a tunnel, we know we're forcing these cartels into a desperation mode. And for us, that's almost a victory.
My dad was born and raised in the border town of Douglas, Arizona, so unfortunately these tunnels are nothing new, and we will probably continue to report on them as more are found. And it's just one of those things that has kind of not necessarily always been the case, but has certainly been around for decades. People have tried to illegally cross in between the U.S. and Mexico. So it's Friday. Tracy Carrasco's here to get us all caught up with some business briefs, some business-related news, and these are particularly my favorite types of stories to bring you here on Fox News Now during the holidays, because you like to, just know what all the companies are up to.
U.S. averages edging slightly higher on Thursday as investors await the November jobs report and sort through the latest headlines on the trade dispute with China. Uber releasing its highly anticipated security report. The ride-sharing company received nearly 6,000 reports of sexual assault in 2017 and 2018. Of those, 464 reports were allegedly rape. The company commented that reports of sexual assault fell 16% from 2017 to 2018. Uber also noted that 99.9% of rides ended without a safety-related problem. The company has amped up its vetting process, as well as including annual background checks and emergency contact features to ensure safety. Well, gift cards continue to be the most popular gift according to the National Retail Federation. And good news for shoppers this Sunday. You can save 10% on Target gift card purchases up to $300. But you better hurry, this sale will only last for one day. The gift cards will be redeemable starting on Monday. For more, log on to the all-new foxbusiness.com. In New York, I'm Tracy Carrasco.
Hey Tracy, perfect segue. This is New York right here. Any of you traveling for the holidays? If so, where are you heading and how are you getting there? By train, by airplane, by car? Let me know. This is Fox News Now. Please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends, your family, your coworkers, neighbors, everybody you know about us right here. We like to cover everything breaking, everything live. Unfortunately, lately there's been a lot of serious, hard news to report on. But I like to bring you those feel-good stories too every chance I can. So, hope your day is going fabulous. Hope your week is wrapping up even better. And feel free to let me know your weekend plans and or where you are watching from. Remember, of all three News Now hosts, I am the question lady. I like to get to know you all just a bit better. There's currently 837 of you watching. If anything breaks, if anything comes up live, we'll have it for you right here. I know there are at least 3 Democrats that are campaigning right in this time frame. We've got Warren, Sanders, and Biden. When and if one of those events come up, I'll bring it for you right here. Bring it to you right here.